Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barça, the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing the latest on FC Barcelona as usual. We start with Sergio Roberto, who, according to latest report, would have to agree to a 75% salary reduction in order to stay at FC Barcelona. We are going to be discussing much on that as we move ahead. Then, secondly, talking about long-term target and Chelsea captain Cesar Azpilicueta, it has been reported that manager Xavi Hernandez considers the signing of the Chelsea right-back a priority for FC Barcelona. We are going to be discussing much on that as well. So guys, as we get right into it, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 10,000 subscribers and I really appreciate if you can support me by subscribing. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barça! 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 It wasn't so long ago that a certain Sergio Roberto was looked upon as one of the most reliable players in Barça. Destiny, however, has taken a turn for the worse as a new report from Sport says that the 30-year-old will have to accept a 75% salary reduction if he tends to continue at the club beyond his current contract. Roberto's current Barcelona deal expires at the end of this season, and although it is said that Xavi wants him to continue, Barcelona management seems to have other options. As of today, the six-time La Liga champion is recovering from the muscle injury that forced him to undergo surgery earlier in the season. As a result, he has been limited to a mere 12 appearances across all competitions and hasn't featured since starting in a 1-0 defeat to Rayo Vallecano in October 2021. It's not to say that Barcelona are forcing him to leave in the summer, but if they are to present any formal offer ahead of his expiry, one can really expect it to be so low that it will be an interpretation of the desire of wanting him to leave. As for the player, he has no shortage of any offers, but his priority has always been to stay with Barca and succeed under Xavi. But Barcelona have different plans and Roberto seems to have no place in it. It's no secret that Barcelona are actively pursuing Ajax Nusser Mazraoui, who will be a free agent by the end of the season. If the Moroccan is to arrive, Xavi will have as many as 3 right-backs at his disposal, 4 if you include Oscar Mingueza, and overstaffing is something that Barcelona board is trying to avoid. Hence, whatever is being done with regards to Roberto can be deemed as a respectful approach. After all, apart from being the 6-time La Liga champion, he has also won 2 UEFA Champions League, 6 Copa del Rey, and 3 Supercopa de España titles with Barcelona. It's clear the management of FC Barcelona do not intend to keep Roberto beyond this season, and even though I've been getting reports of manager Xavi, having no issue with him staying for next season, but the truth is, Barca don't need Roberto at this very point in time. Roberto have not been the Roberto for some years back. And looking at the right back spot where Roberto mostly plays, we have Sergio Dest, who have been picking up some good form lately. We have Dani Alves there. Oscar Mingueza can also play that role. So what's the need for Roberto there? When he plays, there is no clear impact he brings to the team. And I really understand why, Laporta and his management does not intend to keep him, when his contract expires. So now we're getting about a 75% reduction. So I think it's just an indirect way to tell Roberto that, go, we don't need you again. Because they can't go directly to him and say, Roberto, leave FC Barcelona. It will be disrespectful, right? So 75% is very clear that he can never accept such a high percentage of reduction of wage. And let's see how things unfold. But the truth is, Roberto is very, very unlikely to stay at FC Barcelona, despite Xavi Hernandez's wish of him staying. But we've been talking about Nusser Mazraoui, talking about some decent right-backs that Barca have been eyeing in the summer transfer window. And what's the need? Dani Alves, very likely to stay beyond the season. We have been getting reports lately saying how Barca want to extend his contract for 1 more year. And so when we look at that right-back role, he will have depth. Imagine Barca going for Nusser Mazraoui as they are planning to do so, and if Nusser Mazraoui comes, come on, Sergio Dest is there, Nusser Mazraoui will be there, Dani Alves will be there, then what is the need of Sergio Roberto? So I really understand how the management of Barca are thinking about that. We don't need a lot of players in one position. We need to sell players and of course acquire funds to strengthen the squad in other areas as well. So when we consider all that, Sergio Roberto will have a very slim chance to stay at FC Barcelona. Then on to the next story of discussion. Over 3 months remain for the commencement of the summer transfer window of 2022. Yet, Joan Laporta's offices continue to burn the midnight lamp to chalk out the blueprint of Barcelona's target for the much-anticipated window. Frank Casey and Andres Christensen are said to be Barcelona's primary targets with an agreement closed in both cases. Clearly, the plan is to exploit the available free agents to save money on the economic front. Another player that meets the bill is Cesar Azpilicueta. According to reports from AS, Xavi is pushing hard to ensure the arrival of the Spanish fullback in the summer. The Chelsea player is said to be a priority for the manager's project, especially for his versatility, character, and leadership. Barca are said to be confident in his pursuit. 2 days ago, the club conveyed their willingness to wait for Azpilicueta's final decision. They offer a deal till 2024 with an option for an additional season on their proposal. The Spaniard will arrive as a direct competitor to Sergio Dest and Dani Alves at right back. However, he is also capable of playing as a left back if needed, covering for Jordi Alba in the process. Finding a competitor and eventually a replacement for Alba is key for Barcelona, but with options far and few in between, signing someone like Azpilicueta becomes necessary. Such is the versatility of the veteran that he can also play at centre-back if the situation demands so, and excels in a 3-at-the-back system. After a long career in England, Azpilicueta is looking to return home for the final chapter of his career. At such a stage, Barcelona provides the ideal conditions for the fullback to sign off with a bang. I think he will definitely contribute something significant to this team when we consider his experience and his versatility, and it's something important to have in a team when a player is versatile in case of any injury somewhere, a shortage somewhere because of suspensions and so on and so forth. He can be of great help. But notwithstanding, it's not like Barca should bring Azpilicueta because he can play the right back, then which means that Barca should not sign a right back. I still want Barca to go for a right back. We've been hearing about Nusem Mazraoui, we've been hearing some players there. If Barca can still make a move for a young right back, to battle it with Sergio Dest at that position, it will be a great move. But not letting Azpilicueta come because he can play a right back. You leave Azpilicueta play because we have Azpilicueta, we'll have Dani Alves, we'll have Sergio Dest. But I think Barca, notwithstanding, will go for a right back. And we've been getting a lot of reports about the Ajax right back, who is also a client to Mino Raiola by name Nusem Mazraoui. We are going to see what Barca decides in the summer when it comes to that right back position, which will be something important if Barca can get a new and a fresh blood, to play with Sergio Dest, who is also a young right back, so that Barca's future is secured. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video, and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please make sure to do so you always stay up to date with the latest on FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.